Today I'm going to be doing a review on my Compact Malden Zip. I have been in this one for probably about 2 or 3 weeks. I got this one from the Filofax USA website and it was on sale from $100 and it was down to $70 with free shipping. I will just compare the sizes. So this is the Compact Malden. For those who don't know, it is a personal size. The rings are just compact, and this is my personal size purple Malden. So you can see that this one is a little bit narrower and this one obviously is wider. This one is taller, and my personal size is slightly thicker. Luckily for me, my compact zip came with a nice buttery smooth leather. I don't know if you can see, but it is quite smooth, as opposed to my A5, which is quite wrinkly. I've just moved into this one, so I'll do a review on this one shortly too. So this is the outside. I do have a scratch here. For some reason I'm trying not to scratch this one as much as my ochre Maldens, because this one I don't feel is... I think this one looks better without the scratches, to be honest, because it's such a beautiful colour. So this is the outside. It does have the full zip around the edge and it has the outside pocket here. As I said in my unboxing, it does have this line in the leather, but luckily it's not as noticeable in real life as it is in the video. I can see it in the video, but it's not as noticeable in real life, and I tend to keep my iPhone 6 in this back pocket. One of the first things I don't like about it is that you'll see that it actually looks quite bowed. Now this isn't really stuffed. It does have a pen in it, and this is where the pen loop is here, and this is where the predominant bow is. And I really think that it is a pen loop that does make it bow like this, and I'll show you inside, but I don't like that it bows like this, and I worry that the rings will do that too. But luckily they're not as bowed as the other side, so I really just do think it is a pen loop on this side. The zip opens quite sturdily. That has a pen in there and pretty much is nice and smooth. I do like to hold it like this. It does fit comfortably in my hand. Hold it like this and just simply open it up. It is a bit more difficult going back this way because of the pen, and it does tend to catch here. So it just sort of nicks there a little bit, but it is pretty smooth and quite durable. So it does lay pretty much flat, as you can see. What I really like about this particular style is that with the zip you can really just chuck anything in here and not have to worry about filing it, and you can just pop it together and zip it up. And I'm currently using it as a wallet setup and like my on-the-go planner. So in this side it has 6 of the card holders, and these are fully leather lined, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so they're fully leather lined pockets. And then inside there are another 4 here. I find that the top 2, the cards disappear in there. So if I push it all the way down, you can't actually tell there's a card in there. They're fabric lined. And there's this pocket here which I keep my spending money in, coins, more cards, and again, you know, the ones at the back get quite lost. That's material lined. And then there's an extra full length pocket at the back here, which I just keep a photo in. My only criticism is that when you have coins in here, now I don't have a lot of coins, but when you have coins in here, it does add bulk to this side and probably does contribute to the bowing that I showed you before. Also, this coin zip is not really one-hander friendly because it does that. So it's not, the zip isn't quite sturdy enough to do that easily in one motion. But it does hold a lot of coins, and the section is quite wide. And then on this side, this is where I have all my sort of on-the-go stuff. I don't recall what size the rings are. Possibly 15 mil, I'm not sure, but they are tiny. I've had other compacts. I've had a compact Calypso, and the Calypso probably has the same size rings, but it feels a lot more spacious, and I'm wondering if it's because it has to do with this pocket in this one. Because when you go like this, you realize actually how bulky the card section is, and also if you have to really make sure your coins are like, you know, evenly spaced. If you have them all at one end, then it adds extra bulk. So this came with a flyleaf, and then it has like the Filofax monogram, hologram thing, whatever you call it, but it's not paper, and it's not card. It's sort of like a plasticky sort of thing that actually came with it. And I really liked that because, you know, when I keep these decorative dashboard sort of sections, they get really worn out. If I don't laminate them, they just eventually break off. Then my first section is just note paper, and I got this paper for 50 cents from the op shop, and it is pretty much just my brain dump section. So just random bits of information I want to, you know, keep hold of, and then I'll go back to them and sort them out later on and do some planning on them or whatever. But I always find that I need paper when I'm out and about, especially at work, because I want to quickly look something up on my phone, and then I don't have the dates of, you know, specific things, so that's why I have that. Next I have these day planner Ziploc envelopes. Now I'm using these as tabs. This one came with, I believe it was the A to Z cream tabs. I'm not using them, I never do. And I was going to use the purple and green tabs that came in my Calypso compact, but I decided against tabs because I didn't want to add bulk, and I was already really restricted with how much I could keep in here. So I have a total of 4 of those envelopes, and I use them as my tabs. I don't have anything listed on, you know, what the next section is. I sort of just play it by eye. But I do the cash budgeting envelope system. So this is my envelope for my petrol money, obviously. So that's that. I don't fully close them because the Ziploc is quite strong, and it makes it really difficult and time consuming when you are at the register trying to open that Ziploc. So I don't use the Ziploc closure. I just, you know, it sits in there all zipped up sort of thing, so it's not at risk of coming out. Budget section, again, pretty self-explanatory. My next one is my schooling envelope, so school expenses for my son. To-do section, I probably only have 10 to-do pages in here as well. Didn't want to keep too much, and it was getting quite bulky. Presents, so birthday presents and things throughout the year. Then I have my weekly inserts. This is the week on 2 pages 2015 layout in the bluey purpley ink, and this is what came with this Filofax. So I'll just open up to a blank one. If you can kind of see the ink, but that's the new bluey purple that we've got going on. The thing I don't like about this layout is it has a blank square up here for notes. I don't like that. I just wanted it to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday extra big here, because Friday, Saturday, Sunday are usually the biggest days of the week. Not particularly a fan of these inserts, but hey, they were free. Oh, you know, they came with it, so I can't complain. This one did not come with a ruler at all, so I'm just using a clear one that I think came with my Calypso. And as this is my on-the-go planner, so I just keep strictly appointments in here that I may need to refer to during the day at work. And then my final tab is for my son's swimming lessons. Then it has this pocket at the back, this sort of flippy pocket. On the inside it is material, and then there is a little material cut out there, but the rest is leather. This is just where I keep my coupons, like McDonald's and Subway and stuff. And I've got some money here for something that I'm saving. And then I've got a Smiggle pen in the elasticated pen loop. Surprisingly, that is a very, very, very tight elasticated pen loop. And that pen is quite thin, and it is quite snug in there. With the closure of this one, you really, really, really have to fiddle around with where the pen is to get the zip smoothly. It hooks there. If I turn it so that the arm of the pen is there, it's okay, but adds bulk to the outside. If I do it so that it's facing this way, it cuts into my insert, and again adds bulk. So I feel like it needs to be just half a centimetre, the thing needs to be like half a centimetre wider just to allow for a pen. And like I said, that is an extremely thin pen, so I don't know what pen you would put in there that fits perfectly and doesn't disrupt the zipper. But overall, I really, really, really like this one. I like, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful buffalo leather. I like that it has the, you know, the wallet capabilities with this. I just wish the rings were bigger. I just wish I could fit a little bit more in there, because I feel like it's just not quite big enough. Like it's stuffed. And look what's damaging my pages here. I am liking being back in a personal size. I typically am an A5 user, but because of work purposes I couldn't carry an A5. So I'm having to make do with a personal. I did try to go without and do notes on my phone, but I was just forgetting and it just wasn't working. But overall, as much as I do like this wallet, you know, this compact setup, the personal is definitely by far my favourite ever. I like that it gets so stuffed and feels so nice in your hand. But there's just not enough writing space for me, and that's why I'm in an A5. But yes, highly, 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 highly recommend the Malden series, and highly recommend the compact.